everybody, let's have a little fun today. I don't usually dig too deep into desserts, but every now and then I hear about one that I've just gotta try. So today I'm making these sweet and salty, funky and fun peanut butter Frito bars that I have yet to try. So let's get started. The basic recipe is super simple. It's 1 bag of chips, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of corn syrup, and 1 cup of peanut butter. I love a recipe like this that you're gonna make one time and you're never gonna forget it. But apart from these, I'm gonna toss in some add-ins today. I'm gonna put in 1 cup of peanuts and also 1 cup of chocolate chips that I'm gonna melt and drizzle over the top of that. And I'll go ahead and throw in a teaspoon of vanilla. So the first thing I'm gonna do is to line this baking pan with some plastic wrap, and that's just gonna help me pop it out of there. This is an 8 by 11. Most recipes call for a 9 by 13, but I like a little thicker bar. And if I just hit this with a tiny bit of cooking spray, it'll help me get that plastic wrap in there a little bit easier. That looks pretty good, but I'm gonna go ahead and put one across this way as well. Now I'm gonna hit the plastic wrap with some more cooking spray. A little more generous coat than I did the pan. And I'm gonna pour in the bag of chips. Spread those out evenly. And I'm gonna toss in the peanuts. Probably not gonna use the whole cup here, more like half of it, but you can use as many as you like. Now we'll just set this aside and get our hot ingredients going. Now this is gonna come together pretty quick. I'm gonna put my sugar and the corn syrup in the pan. And I'm gonna cook that over kind of medium heat just until it starts to boil. And as soon as that starts to boil, set a timer for 1 minute. Keep stirring. Now, take it off the heat. Get the peanut butter. Down in there. Stir it around. And there is my teaspoon of vanilla. Now, stir this pretty quickly while it's still warm. Get that peanut butter all smoothed out. Alright, that looks good. Pour that all over the chips. I'm going to poke it around a little bit. Make sure it sinks down in there. I'll get the rest down on there. Wow, that's a lot of goo. Now I'll set this aside while we make the chocolate squiz. So, to melt the chocolate, I'm just gonna pour it right into this heavy Ziploc bag. Get most of the air out of there. Now, I'm gonna pop it in the microwave. And we'll go 30 seconds. Now we'll take it out, stir around a little, and back in for 30 seconds again. Oh, now we're starting to soften up in there and massage that sack. And we'll just keep repeating this in 30-second intervals until it's nice and melty. Oh yeah, now we're nice and melty. So, I'm just gonna kind of squeeze all my squiz down into the bottom of the sack. Now I'll just come in here and just snip the very tip of that bag. Angle this a little bit, line up my direction of attack, and now I can drizzle this all over here in whatever pattern I like. But whatever you do, overshoot a little, be sloppy, and that way your edges will look cool too. And now this needs to go into the refrigerator to get completely chilled before I cut into it. Nice and cold now, and if I've done my job right, this should pop out of here fairly easily. Oh yeah. Now let's see how we did. They look pretty good. Check out that bite. Oh my. Well, in my quest to find the least healthy food imaginable, I may have just struck gold. But it's actually pretty darn good. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. It's definitely sweet and salty. What I really like about this is this just goes through a full range of textures. The peanut butter goo has set up to kind of like a nice soft caramel. That part is excellent. And then you got the crispy crunch from the chips and the kind of harder crunch off of the peanuts. And that chocolate squeeze really does taste great on this. I think this is a winner. This is a super fun, super simple recipe, and it comes together really quickly. It looks pretty cool, and I promise you, if you take this to your next get-together, it's gonna be a conversation starter at the very least, but I kinda do think you're gonna love it. Thanks for watching.